around. We're here. Just took a second. Hopefully the capture's picking it up. Oh, thank goodness. Hello, everybody. It's been a hot minute since I've been around. Hello, Bells. Hello, Not the Big Boss. Hello, Stitches. How are you guys doing? Yeah, it took a second because about 5 minutes before stream started.
It has been a hot minute.
It has been a hot minute. Yes, exactly. 5 minutes before stream started, I had opened the game and I was just running around a little bit to make sure that everything was working. And all of a sudden it gave me an error message. And I'm just like, uh-oh. You know, like a connection error. So I'm like, oh, my Steam must have just been a jerk. And, you know, like in case somebody wants to join or something, you know, like let's make sure that that's working. So I closed the game and I opened it back up again. Or, you know, I just killed Steam altogether. And then when I came back, I couldn't join the Steam servers because I guess Steam is having a big update at the moment. So I just panicked.
Here comes the boy.
I'm an adult. You're poop.
You're definitely an adult, Dorn. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. And yeah, so I was just literally just sitting here, just like password in the clipboard, just like, and log in. It's just like connection problem. It's just like, and log in, connection problem, log in, connection problem, log in, connection problem. Like, I refuse to play this offline out of just some weird mental panic. So that's why I needed to wait a second. I just kept spamming, trying to get into Steam. And then finally, right as I typed to you guys, just like going to be an extra couple of seconds, all of a sudden it was just like, you're in. And it's like, yay. Yeah, hello everybody. The 24-hour really took that out of you, didn't he? Oh no, not the big boss. I mean, I did a 36 hours before that 20 hours. So like I kind of got my ass kicked a little bit, yeah, but then I got kidnapped by family Tuesday and Wednesday to do physical work for them. So it was one of those like, well, I can't stream Tuesday and I'm not going to stream Monday because one of my buddies came over, so I'm just like, okay, well, Thursday it is, I guess. And then we'll just do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Easy. Plus, we have Monster Hunter content to play. That's important. Look at this boy. With his purple armor and his half Dracula, half robot, half dapper look. You know, as you do. This is how I would go to a costume party where I'm just three different things, three different costumes at once. You know, someone's just like, I'm as Man Bear Pig, and I'm just like, they're like, what are you? And I'm just like, robot, vampire, lord, gentleman, with a big purple scythe, which I guess will connect to the vampire if we can. But yeah, not the big boss. I just had to do a lot of like heavy lifting, carry stuff around, etc. Very stylish. Thank you, Pom Pom Girl. Also, hello. But yeah, we're gonna jump into some fights that are probably gonna kick my butt because I've been only playing Gunlance the last 2 days, or since last night till earlier today. I played a little bit of Gunlance with a friend who just recently started, so I'm like, oh, I'll try a new weapon with you. And I'm not very good at Gunlance, apparently. But now I have no muscle memory for, you know, for the switch axe anymore, so this is going to be an adventure. And I need to specifically say this out loud to myself that I don't skip this, because I'm so used to skipping it right now that I'm just going to put my hands on the table so that I can't skip it. Hello, Mr. Robot Vampire Gentleman Lord. Is that going to end with, like, I'm dad or something like that? But yeah, how's everybody doing? How was your weekend? How has your week been so far? Hopefully it's been pretty good. I want to believe that that's the case. Alright. I don't think this is going to go very well. You're going to watch me get the crap beat out of me a lot, which, I mean, I'm sure half of you are there for, or are here for that anyway, so. You know what? Maybe I'm going to give you guys exactly what you want. Who knows? Sorry, I'm hydrating. I haven't hydrated very well today, so. Oh god, the muscle memory for just not grabbing everything is already there. It's already locked in. There's no hope for me anymore. Yoink. You're gonna pro gamer this like a champ? I'm gonna frickin' try, Bells. I'm gonna try my dangdest. We're gonna do a little bit of Borb gathering. Also, I finally figured out, because I'm playing a second time, I finally figured out how the little Borbs work. It's not that you're actually capturing the Borbs. It's that if you see, they have a pollen connected to them, and it's the ring that you have absorbs the pollen. The little birds just like release the pollen and then they fly away. Like so. Poof. And then away they go. And I never knew that. And I'm very embarrassed about the fact that I didn't know that. Because it feels like such a, you know, just a whoops. Just didn't read that little part for some reason. Oh yeah, you're going to be important. Alright, couple more Borby Borbs and then we're going to go into this fight. Alright. There's our target. I can't pronounce their name. Kushala Daura? Something along those lines. What's the point, Bells? It's like release fishing, you know? Like you make sure that the population stays high by making sure that they stick around. Capture these. All right, here we go. I'm surprised you didn't start with your roar. Ugh. Okay, he doesn't hit super hard, so that's at least good. And here comes the dash. Is there a second one? There is. Oh, so it doesn't do that. All right, I'm learning something new here. Already leaving. I am so cautious about thinking positively about that. You know what I mean? Because it's always in moments like that where you're just like, oh, he's already gone. Oh, shit. Am I just doing really well right now? Like, is this going to be a cakewalk? And then, you know, like, all of a sudden he's just like, unleash, you know, like, difficulty rank 1. And you're just like, what does that mean? And then he just absolutely just ruins your shit. Like that with tornadoes. Fight, fight, maim, kill. Well, I can't capture him, so. Oh, shit. For some reason, that stagger made it that it didn't hit me? Hell yeah. All right, we're learning things here, boys and girls. That's going to be a hit. It's not a hit. Am I just going to frickin' run on that stupid luck? I fought Teostra on my own time not that long ago, and Teostra actually, like, ruined my life in terms of fighting them. So, like, the fact that this is kind of going smoothly right now, considering that in World, this was the monster that, like, would ruin my day. Like, if we had to fight this guy for a friend, I'd do it, but, like, this was the nightmare. This was the one I would always hate fighting. Ooh, a V? Get out of here, spam callers. Calling me during my stream. Chat, can you believe the arrogance of these people? See, and I'm getting hit because I have to turn off my phone. Woo! Void wind. The scariest wind. As we know, most wind is of like a pale and almost borderline snowiness, but then there is like the there's that kind of wind. Hey, 4Button, how's it going? Oh god, is that my death? Oh no, that's my Moxie. So you know how I said this might be easy? It's not. How was your stream? How was Sonic? I got cocky. I got confident. Oh god, no! I want out! Song was pretty good. Last boss was a little underwhelming. Oh, that's a shame. Like one of those bosses where it's been like, you know, it's all build up and hype and suddenly it's just like, oh yeah, by the way, that was the boss. And you're like, oh, okay, well, he kind of went down really easy, didn't he? Feel like I should have had a little bit more excitement to this final moment. But still, glad that you were enjoying yourself. Really cool mechanically, but it was over in a flash. Ah. And there's the... Oh, the knot dash. All right. Oh, shit. All right. Glad to hear you at least enjoyed it, though, 4Button. There's the first. Oh. And that's the only. And what was it? Sonic and the Fallen Star or something like that, I believe it was called? Sorry, I was in your stream for a minute, but I was prepping, so it was pretty it was pretty brief. And the Fallen Star. It's a fan game. Ah. Oh, well, I'm riding this person now, I guess. Panda Lynn, the master chef herself. How's it going? I love the fact that you've just confirmed my statement. Thank you. The master chef Panda Lynn, gracing us with her presence for a moment. Going back, or popping in for a second before making. Ooh, let me see if my memory is actually not as bad as I think it is. Like a vegetable and sausage soup of some sort? Blech. Bleh. Oh god, I'm actually gonna need to grab some health. Otherwise, this is gonna just turn into a nightmare. Oh god. No, I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. Oh god. Oh god. Knock him out of the air. Let's go. But immediately gets back up again, of course. We can't have nice things. Uh-oh. Woo! Recipe for Tuscan soup with veggie bacon soup. Lots of pork. There's, oh my goodness. My mom, during the winter, she always makes, a pea soup, which is like this thick, I don't know what's all in there, but I know that she makes like a giant pot of it. And, she it's like a ridiculous amount of things. She'll throw like, I don't know how many pork chops in there, but it's basically, she just lets it, she puts them in there so that they can just, you know, like boil in there for like, you know, like 2 days. So the meat just like falls apart. And a ridiculous amount of bacon. It's very delicious. But also, yeah, good luck. Thank you for stopping by. Where the heck did you go? Oh, you went that way. Well, I'm going slightly the wrong way, but still. And also under the presumption that Safty can also hear me. Hi, Safty! I'm sorry to hear that you can't trade your alchemy things for, like, legit card packs. That sounds like it's actually kind of irritating for no reason. Like, just very much one of those, just like, here's a way that we've designed something for our game in order to be able to, you know, like, potentially extract more money from people, simply due to small frustrations. I would like to meet your Oma. Well, my mom makes it specifically, but she learned it from my Oma, yes. Came back to type that he says hi is back. He's nodding while you stay. I know that this is a little bit off topic, but there's this weird little thing that I do, and I don't know if this is something other people do, but I know that it's something I do, so I'll only speak for myself. But if I, like, watch something, like, it will momentarily, like, kind of change the way that my brain works a little bit. Like, you know, there's, like, this weird adaptiveness or, like, an adoption mindset where, like, a couple days ago I was watching a little comedy, like, a little bit of a comedy snippet from, like, I think he's a British comedian. And he had a little bit where he talked about how he has this weird thing, because I believe he has, like, an OCD of some kind, so, like, a portion of his comedy revolves around that. And he was talking about how when, you know, like, people tweet at him about his shows or about stuff like that, he has a tendency to figure out, like, his brain will just demand he goes and, like, figures out more about that person. So he had a little part of his show where he's just like, yeah, so, like, you know, so-and-so is here tonight. And kind of, like, makes some jokes about it, about how he just knows a bunch of stuff about that person just because that's just how his brain works, which I totally get that. My brain does that shit, too. But, like, now because of that, like, my brain's a little bit in that state of mind where it's just like, hey, you should remember this stuff so that you can be more personal with other, you know, like, personable? Is it personable that I'm thinking of? You know, like, oh, you remembered that this person was talking about this. So, like, show that you are, you know, like, that you are aware of their blight and their shenanigans by mentioning it. And it's just like, I don't know why my brain does that. I also have a weirder tendency to be more, to be wittier and snappier, at least notably so, like, after I watch a bunch of comedy. Like, my brain just goes into, like, oh, we understand, or, like, we understand how comedy works now, so let's use this to our advantage until we forget how to do this again. I should technically be focusing his tail right now. But yeah, odd little thing that for some reason my brain likes to do. Don't know if anybody else experiences that. Like, a part of me is just like, oh, I wonder if that's like an ADHD thing. But then, like, another part of me is just like, maybe that's just a me thing. Maybe that's just a weird thing that I do that everyone else is just like, why do you do that? It's weird. Fucking stop that. It's like, I'm sorry. Or I'm hyper overthinking things, which I know is definitely a thing that I do. All right. Large, various shades of white and blacks. One might say there's about 50 shades of those in particular. Prepare to meet your doom. Oh no, this is the worst place that I could be right now. No, no, no. Ooh, tornadoes. Oh! Dang it. Rolled right into it. Absolute champion. Which, I think that's a thoughtful thing to do. It's just, I don't know, it's how my brain works. To kind of connect to that, there's this weird thing that I have sometimes where, like, somewhere in my intuitive brain, it's just like, you should message this person. Or, like, you know, like, you should go check this website really quickly. Like, they'll just be like this weird little, like, we have no reason to know why we think these things, but you need to do this. Have a good lurk, not the big boss. And, you know, it'll just be like, you should check. I don't know, like, you should message this person, for instance. I'll have this sometimes where it's like, message this person. And I'll be just like, hey, just, you know, wanted to check in, see how's it going. And then it'll turn out that they're having, like, a bad day. And then I'll just, you know, like, try to make their day better. And it's just like, how the fuck did I know this? Like, you know, like, where did that little nugget of information come from? Oh, okay. Just leave right as that boy shows up. Or fight each other. Turf war? Not a turf war. Alright. Let's do some big boy damage on this boy. If I'm gonna have any hope of bringing him down, I'm gonna need to... Aw, come on. Shame. Shame. You used your Espen? I'm not sure what Espen is. Or ESPN. Oh, the body slam. The Sports Channel. Thanks, Avatar. Also, hey, Avatar, how's it going? You're here early. I thought you might get the joke. I'm sorry. I did not. I'm not much of a TV watcher. But no, it's bizarre and like... No, I will not shush. You can't silence me unless I have to delete another VOD, in which case, you know, I'm not going to have any content left over, Avatar. It's just that they're going to come to my channel and just like, has he ever streamed? Where's he even getting all these followers from? But the only problem with that weird little mindset is like sometimes it also happens like you know, like, it'll happen with something like all of a sudden my brain's just like, hey, you should check Twitter right now. And I'm like, there is no reason for me to check Twitter right now. You know what I mean? Like, there's absolutely no reason. It's just like, no, check Twitter. And it's just like, fine, I'll go check Twitter. And then, you know, somebody I know will have, you know, like, posted something. And I'll be like, oh, I'll respond to it. You know, always good to add a little bit of, what do you call it? Interaction to tweets so that they get potentially more attention. And then I'll, like, hit send and I'll realize they posted it, like, 30 seconds ago. And I'm just like, fucking Christ. Really? Like, that doesn't make me look like a fucking, you know, like, permanently online. You know, like, borderline stalker person that's just like, God damn it. And, like, how do you fix that now? You know what I mean? Like, if they've thought that thought already, it's too late. Woo! Down you go. Yeah, and delete Friday and Saturday spot. No! Avatar! Don't do this. Your demands are too outrageous. Oh! Oh, you are fleeing. Okay. But yeah, it's just one of those, the subconscious lives cruelly within us all. I don't disagree with that. But it's just so weird. Like, you know, because I don't look at, like, times that things are posted. I just react to them, especially if I, like, think the quote or the thing that I can respond, or the tweet or the response I think could potentially make their day better. You know, like, just... That's where my brain is at. It's just like, oh, they posted a little thing about this. Just like, oh, I could make a little joke about that they can potentially enjoy. And then I'll post it, and it's like, they posted it 30 seconds ago. I look like a fucking, you know, like they're going to be too preoccupied with the fact that I'm just apparently a fucking stalker. Some weird, like, subconscious stalker to, like, actually... like, even gain any enjoyment out of the message that I sent. And it's just like, well, fuck. And then it's just like, well, wait, am I just in my own head about this? I don't know. Overthinking is fun, guys. You should try it sometime. It will steal hours from your life. Oh, no. 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 I think it also depends on who, though, of course. Like, if it's somebody that I kind of know, I don't think I would be as worried about it. Like since Avatar's here, he makes a good example. Like, I don't think Avatar would be that shocked if I messaged or I responded to one of his tweets, like, 30 seconds in, because he knows I'm relatively often online. I have a weird tendency to, like, be on time for things. But if it's, like, somebody that I don't really know, but I'm, like, you know, like... how to say, like, just, like... in, like, very minor communique with, or at least just only publicly communique. There is kind of that just, like, God damn it. Is this really what's happening right now? Again, could just be hyper overthinking it. Could be that this is not an issue at all, and then nobody cares. And here's where Avatar's about to tell me, it's just like, dude, if you did that to me, I would be really fucking weirded out. I would not appreciate that at all. Just, oh. Wow. Also, I'm aware I'm basically just airing out, like, my own mental dirty laundry, so to speak. You know what? Sometimes it's good to get perspective from other people. Just like, does anybody else here? Like, what's everybody else's opinion on this? Thanks, Bells. I'm not saying that I suck. I just don't know where, you know, like, if it's, like, where I stand in that laundry fight. Well played. Well played. Well played. But just, like, I don't know how other people work. Because even though, like, I love learning about people, I tend to learn about, like, their history and their experiences and stuff like that. Like, not so much always, or I normally try not to pry in how people process things. Because for some people, that's, you know, like a personal thing that you shouldn't enter. About the bit of you reaching into your memories and thinking about someone remembering X. I think that's normal. I do that too, though. Sorry, you were discussing it earlier. No problem at all, Panelin. I appreciate the input. That's why I'm talking about it. I want to see what other people think. You know. Get frosted. Oh! In the great words of Avatar, get frosted. That's how you say it, right, Avatar? Oh, no. Oh, my God. I haven't been trying to do that. All right. Here we go. For all the peas in the pod. Wanted to pull off a cool maneuver. That was totally... I thought he says get dusted. Yeah, apparently that's exactly the case, Bells. To be honest, I wouldn't pay attention to the timestamp until it was brought up. I've gotten, oh, thanks, but that was over a day ago when I asked, and I was just like, oh, shit. Fair enough, Panelin, but I think there is a little bit of a difference between, like, you know, like, messaging towards a tweet that is, like, 3-4 days old versus, you know, like, messaging a tweet that is literally, like the phone is still warm from their fingers tapping onto the keyboard, you know what I mean? There you go, Panelin. Now you gotta siphon the essence that is that charcoal smell and infuse it into the soup that you're making. Wonder if he's a bot. Oh no, you've thought it before too! Panic! Well, he's just sitting there like a cat at the moment, isn't he? Just kind of looking over his domain. Get hecked, nerd. Ooh, we broke a piece. Yeah. Hell yes. Oh, and he's in blue. He's in blue. Give me that tick. Oh, wait, I need this. Let's fucking go, baby. Have fun, Pandaland. And I appreciate it. There's a strange part in my brain that's just like, okay, so someone has noticed that before. And that, like, is, like, almost weirdly a good thing. Because now I could at least be like, okay, someone's noticed it and they didn't care. Okay. I could use this to breathe a little bit easier. Hilarious, Avatar. Comedy gold right there. That was the killing blow. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Finish him off with the Tiger X. Who just came in here just to see what was going on. Tiger X was just like, yo, I heard there was some good gossip, you know, being dropped over here. And then he's just, and then the frickin', whatever the heck this guy's name is again, because I just can't remember names, was just like, hey, buddy, how about you back the fuck off? And Tiger X is just like, whoa, kind of triggering my fight or flight here for a second there, buddy. Let's chill out a little bit. And, you know, like other monsters just like, no, fuck you. And Tiger X is just like, well, guess it's fight time. Let's go. Put up his dukes and said, time to party. Kushala. 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 If I say this, you know, 1,000 times, I'll remember the name. Or it'll be like that thing where you listen to a song so much that, like, when you try to remember the notes, you can't remember them anymore. I don't know if anybody else has ever experienced that before. That's an adventure. Where you're just like, yeah, oh my god, like one of my favorite songs. I've been listening to it forever. And then all of a sudden you're just like, right. Hey, Ling, thank you. Appreciate that. Now say his last name. Duara? Duara? Oh no, Dasua. Desu. Did I do it right? Thank you for the lurk, by the way. Daura? That's probably what it is. I think, Bells, you've got it correct. The Curio are gathering at the Citadel. The Citadel again? It's as if that place is cursed. Humph. Oh, I didn't mean... Please forgive me, Admiral. I've insulted your home. Forget it. Oh, he's about to get passive-aggressive. He's about to do that thing where he just... You know, like, if he has to go to the grocery store for everybody, and he knows that Theo is kind of, like, looking for, it's like looking for, like, extra toilet paper. He'll make sure not to bring extra toilet paper home. You know, like that kind of a passive-aggressive shenanigans. Forget it. My old home may very well be cursed. Oh, never mind. He's not being passive-aggressive. May as well be cursed. It's cursed by the Archdemon of the Abyss. The Archdemon of the Abyss. Heard of that before? It's an old legend in the kingdom. It tells of a demon deep underground, laying in wait. When people's hearts are filled with darkness, it will surface to destroy them. That rings... It's got a Kingdom Heartsy feel to it, doesn't it? And there is darkness within every heart. The darkness in people's hearts. That's what attracts them. Admiral, is that just some bedtime story? I mean, I know that I was one of the first, the one who first mentioned the whole curse idea, but I didn't mean it. This isn't like you. I apologize. I didn't mean to unsettle you. Head to the Citadel and report back what the Curio are doing. Looks like Tadori's on a mission of his own. Guess he's got a hunch. You two be careful out there. Anything could happen. I'm sorry, Avatar. I'm not even going to attempt what you just wrote because there's no way in hell I will justifiably say it correctly. Oh, wait. It's Konnichiwa. It's Konnichiwa Kashala desu. Excuse me, Riku's not in this game.
Your spirit shines bright.
The Admiral has informed me that the Kiryu, I'm going to say it right one day, it's just for some reason just won't stick in my brain, has gathered in the Citadel. What if it's the Bahari Sphere and they've managed to find a new host? But what can they even do? Can they adapt to a new host and coexist with it as they did to Malzuno? There you go, confusing yourself, Cheech. Ahem. You will investigate the Citadel, won't you?
Be sure to check the special list.
Oh boy.
Come again.
Come on, little birds. Disappear. There you go.
And welcome to my shop. All right. Good.
Okay, can we just talk about... Maybe this is just me.
Welcome.
But is this character not just, like, naturally attractive? Am I wrong to say that? I think that this character is just, like, naturally attractive. Just has a very nice look to them. You know, like, they've got kind of a... How to say it? Not a stoic, but, like, a learned look to them. They have the book. They look very calm. They have straight posture. They have the nice, like... How to say it? Like, narrow but soft eyes. You were talking about that? Dude, right? Somebody with gray hair is attractive, you say? 4-button, I didn't want to say it, but I have a secret crush on you. I've always had. Notice me, senpai, please. Man, that was one of those just like started saying it was just like, I mean, I'm in this deep. I might as well finish the sentence, but I'm going to feel like a complete dipshit after I'm done saying it. And I do. I'm going to regret this. Yes, exactly. I'm just like, ah, fuck. Nobody clip that.
I've been expecting you. Counting on
It's gonna turn into like a Kaju situation where it's just like he has like 3 boyfriends, a first love, and a wife. You know what I mean? It's just like I'm not willing to go down that road. It can't be just like, yeah, Will is rivals with Haya. He has a mad crush on 4-button. You know, like just. I don't know what's going on with him and Avatar, but I'm sure there's something there, and I'm just sitting there like, I've made so many mistakes in my life. I thought that I could avoid the gossip wheel, but it always comes around eventually. Hey, Lonesome, how's it going? Oh, welcome. You came in at the perfect time.
A special quest has been added.
Oh, shit. I don't know if I'm capable of beating this dude on my own. I'm gonna try, but... This is probably gonna be a rough song and dance here. But how you doing, Lonesome? What's going on? Hope your week has been treating you well so far. Oh, I have to like actually put my thumbs to the sides of my controller just to make sure I don't skip it. For those who want to see it. You've been loving Sunbreak? Dude, me too! It has been very enjoyable so far. I mean, it's been kind of kicking my ass a little bit, but like it has been a good time. Like, I look ridiculous at the moment, just like I should. And we're about to go get our butt kicked. But we're also about to move. I think this is Monster or Master Rank 5 that we're moving into?
Here we go.
What happened?
You can't believe it. The influence here.
Attack!
I've got a bad feeling. Wait, but you're not here, though. You're just telling me what to do. You're not here. Oh, wow. It is just hit. Oh. Oh, they are thematically building this up. Oh, shit. There's no birds. Oh, this is actually kind of giving me goosebumps. The sparks are around. None of the little Borbs are here. What the fuck? Oh, I don't like this. Oh, this is very thematic, but I am very uncomfortable. Ooh, listen to that music too. Oh, good lord. Also, Lonesome, I'm sorry if you haven't gotten this far yet. I presume you have. You seem like you would probably be a pretty competent player for this, but... Alright. Wait. I see the red up here, and I'm just curious. You beat the game? No, nice. First of all, kudos on that. Okay. Let's go meet our maker. Oh, he's covered in them. Oh, that was intentional. Oh, I hate this. Oh, they're building up to something. My anxieties. Yeah, lure me into the frickin' den. That's your plan. Thanks for digging that up. All right. Ooh. As you can tell, oh, this music too. This music is so good. It is making me so uncomfortable. Also, Avatar, I hope that you are not here right now so that you're not getting spoiled. I know that you're not quite here yet. I don't recognize the word, so I'm gonna guess no. Man, it's so the low energy is just making me play so much more like cautiously and carefully. I'm like nervous. Oh, or you can leave. I'm not telling you have to leave. No. You're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I just don't want you to have the spoilers that are happening right now. Sorry, I probably worded that really poorly. I mean specifically, I don't want to take this moment away from you because this is a really cool little moment. No, you're not spoiler crimes. Anti that. I'm the one committing spoiler crimes at the moment. Oh, can't be under him. Okay. Oh, I love that particular sound when it comes to like creepier, ominous, that like distorted. Wow. I hope you guys can hear it. It's the current music is really, really good for building an atmosphere. He's also kicking my butt, unfortunately. Oh god, he's going deeper into the cave. I will retreat to my chambers to avoid spoilers. I'm sorry, Avatar. I don't feel like you have to. That wasn't the intent. I just don't like spoiling games for people. Oh! No, it's not that I don't have any. It's that they're probably also eaten. Oh my god, that is so... That's such a freaking... Ugh, it's creepy. Ooh, thought I could dodge that just with a roll. Ooh. Alright, I'm also gonna have to probably... Gonna have to pop my drugs at some point for the purposes of... Oh, are we gonna finally go to that zone? Is that what's gonna happen? Avatar, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a negative. Now I'm in my own head about it because I probably worded it really poorly. Blech. Sorry, I had a bug crawling on my arm, so I had to quickly shoo it away. And in the frickin' process, I died! I agree. Oh, it is also getting bloody hot in here. Holy shit. I'm gonna chug a little bit of water here just to cool myself off. Oh, I should also be chugging the drugs. We need our drugs. All right. Oh yeah, there'd be no burbs in there. Oh, there would be borbs in there. Okay. So there are some spots where we can still get a couple of borbs. All right. Deep breath, everybody. Deep breaths. I need like a what do you call it? Did he just one-shot me? Was I lower health than I thought I was? Oh boy. Hold on. Think I'm gonna need to grab a thing. 'Cause I am bad. Pardon? Isn't that what it's supposed to do? Well, now I'm just mad. Wasted that for nothing. Oh, bitterness. Alright, fine. The great words of Riku from Kingdom Hearts 2. We could take him on our own. I think I do, Bells, but I'm going to need to play a lot more defensively. All right. Nice. Well, it's the shoulder, but we'll take it. Oh, he's gone back into his ice mode. Yeah, like I said, I need like how would you describe it? You know, like currently really focused thing that I can like put on my character or my VTuber just to be like, now everybody knows that I might be a little bit quiet because I'm way too focused. Oh, come on. Game. You're being unreasonable right now. Alright, let's go. If I beat him, I will regale you guys with a story about something. Which might not even be interesting, but there's my little solemn promise to you. Oh wait, he couldn't have killed me. He couldn't have killed me in one shot. I still have my moxie. Edge of your seat. Yeah, when I start telling the story, you might think differently. Oh god. Okay, good. It seems like they've toned him down a little bit to try and keep the theme of this, like, you know, like the feel of this a little bit more intact. Which I can definitely appreciate. Still in frost mode. That's fine. Oh, there you go. Tiny stagger. Oh. Oh dear. This is its demon mode, apparently. I want to be at full health at all times when fighting this. Oh, good God. I'm scared. Hey, Curly. Currently fighting Scary Dog Boy. Am absolutely terrified IRL on my last attempt. So, like, very, very paranoid at the moment about failing. Ooh, please don't say this is a mistake. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank God. Ugh. How am I doing? I'm doing alright right now, despite the fear. Despite the fear, I think I'm doing alright, all things considered. Cool, he's back in his ice mode, which I don't like, because he's fast and scary in his ice mode. Blech. Just full health all the time. Full health all the time. Dang it, I thought his nose would turn more this way. He's in blue. Oh! I don't even know if he's capturable. Wait, he is capturable. He has to be. Wait. That's important. If he's capturable, I'm gonna capture him. Because I'm not in a healthy situation right now. Being able to capture him, absolutely a better option right now. That's that one. Assuming we even can. And this is when I learned that we can't, and I'm going to be very sad. Yeah, I think you could try. That's my current plan at the moment, Curly. How are you doing, by the way, in terms of the Monster Hunter Sunbreaker? I'm presuming you've already beaten the game, a lot similar to Lonesome. Just bursting through it. Because playing a little bit with you, you were definitely kicking ass and taking names, so. Finish the last boss yesterday. Nicely done. Congratulations. Hope it was a good time. Oh God, he's not blue anymore. Oh, I don't like that. No, he's probably taking a nap. Hey, Vitrify, how's it going? I am fighting this boy at the moment. No! Not like this! Oh my God, please get up. I'm going to freaking scream. I'm gonna scream. I'm so mad right now. I should have drank the potion. I knew I should have drank the potion. I'm so stupid. Literally everything in my system was just like, top your health up. Top up your health. Like, why are you putting that trap down? Don't fucking be stupid. Ah, I'm so fucking stupid.
Be sure to check the special quest.
All right, we're gonna take a quick 5 to 10 minute break because I need to cool off. Not mentally, like physically. Like it's getting really hot in here. I need to put some ice cubes into a glass of water and freeze my body. We'll quickly do this. Just so bitter right now. God damn it. What a dumb thing to do. Come on, let's get it over with. We got other things to do. We're going to top up our items just to make sure that we've done that. Because I know I'm going to forget to do that. Should have been first time, Bells. That was just really stupid. Alright, we're going to take a quick 5 to 10 minute break. If you can and are able to, I hope that you get up and stretch, grab yourself something to eat, grab yourself something to drink, make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes, and I will see you guys very soon. Under 5 minutes. It's a speed run. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody. Assuming that I am back. I should be back. I'm probably back. We'll say that I'm back. Oh, let's make sure we're muted here for a second while I check this. Of course. Alright, well. Not checking that anymore. Boop. Oh my god, is my internet just falling apart right now? It feels like
Here
it is.
comes the boy.
Hey Syrinx, thank you for the the prime. Appreciated. I'm about to try my soup. Hype, let's go, Panda. All right. Ugh. I'm sorry also, by the way. Now I can't tell the story now. I failed. It's all over.
Best of luck.
I can't tell the story because I didn't make it. I'm sorry, everybody. I dropped the ball.
What happened?
It was fake. Excuse me.
Attack!
Oh god, everybody's yelling. Look, I will tell the story after this one. How about that? No, it's not a particularly interesting story, mind you. It's just something that happened, which was a little bit of an odd little adventure. You know, like one of those little things that happens to you like while life is happening. Just like it's not like, how to say it, if you look at the story from the perspective of how to say, there's an A plot, which is like major things that are happening in your life. Then there's B plots that are kind of happening on the side while stuff is happening. This was like a C plot. You know, like this was just a small thing that was happening. Genuinely fake message, don't know how or why it happened. But I felt bad because it was fun. It's premature. Thank you for the prime. I didn't. Oh. Okay. I didn't even see you there. Oh, jeez. That's pretty rough. Got the ribs sticking out and everything. But the prime is obviously appreciated. Thank you. Oh boy. It begins already. Potion drinking in progress. Alright. Ice boy. Let's go. Oh no! No, why now? Oh lord. Thank you, Bells. Thank you, Vitrify. How you doing, by the way, Vitrify? I don't think I asked that. How's Sunbreak been treating you? Ugh. There's still another one lingering in my nose. I will sit here just suffering knowing that it's there. Ooh, right on his face. Let's go. Big damage. Just gonna immediately I just can't. I just can't. You know what I mean? I just can't. I need to. Need to be at full health right now because I'm just too. I'm too nervous. Well, that's quite the Yelp review you're giving it there. Dang, dude, you're freaking crushing it then. Meanwhile, I've just been a disgusting casual, you know. Don't even know what Monster Hunter rank I am. I think I'm, or Master rank, I think I'm 5. This is gonna open up rank 6, I believe. Ooh, okay, that's got a bigger hit than I thought it did. That leg sweep, though. I was ready to take my head off with that. I will chop your heads off. You rank up a lot quicker past 10. Yeah, I gotta get to past 10 first. Which, you know, I'm still willing to do so. I'm excited to see what's next for the game. I just wish I didn't get stuck on this guy. No, I'm below the Moxie. I know what that means, and I refuse. I will drink every potion in my freaking inventory if I have to. I refuse to play this card game. Nope, that was a stupid thing to do. Ooh, yes, please. Damage! Bonk! Dang it, he's on the ground. I need to be monopolizing on this. No, I hit the wrong button. I'm overthinking. Ah! Hey Dorn, how's it going? I know you subbed earlier, but I don't think I properly greeted you. How you doing, bud? Yeah, I saw you were posting some VR stuff that you were wanting to play around with. I hope you're having fun with it. Whew, breaths and re-engage. Oh, that was basically a free opening that I just missed, but they got a hit on him. There we go. Don't know how I managed to pull that off. I guess that's a... Lady by cliff, watching ocean. I punch. Now she on the other side of big water. Yeet, as the kids say, I believe. dice. Broke apart. Nice. Let's see if I can get this hit in. Alright. Ooh, taking some damage in the process, but it's worth it. I hope. Oh, that might be down. Oh my god, I'm not dead. The strange noises. That was very uncomfortable. Oh, still love that though. That wow. Just give me that ominous all day, every day. Just don't give me horror. I don't like horror. Hell yes. Let's go. Oh, Jesus Christ, I don't think I've ever managed to get that combo to fly that well. You're using the same move a lot there, buddy. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Bonk. Oh shit. Oh boy. Oh, he's in red mode now. Apologies for the momentary not looking at chat. I'm being very paranoid right now. I want this run to go well. Ow. I'm still on Moxie, and that's not the best idea to be at. Alright. Health drink. Wait, I have a nullberry as well, right? Oh, just got rid of it. Hell yeah. Don't even need to use that item. Alright. Ooh. This fight is stressful, my goodness. Oh, I'm not complaining about this little moment. He does the big hurt. He definitely do. Oh, okay, Moxie, thank you so much. Moxie is best girl. Fight me, everybody else who says otherwise. Caught the tail. Woo! Alright. Don't know where the heck my health came from, but I have it, so. Nope. Somehow didn't get hit by it, though. That's pretty nice. Oh boy. Oh, he's blue. He's blue, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my god, I know why my health is going up. I completely forgot I have that loadout. Alright, come at me, boy. Okay, well, don't come at me like that. Come at me like that. And one. And sleep. Oh, thank God. Yeah, I forgot that the set that I'm wearing means that if I break parts, I can... I get health back when I hit those parts. So I just was sitting there just like, why do I keep getting health back? It's like, oh, right. I have the frickin' blood rights thing happening.
When mankind is consumed by darkness, and the land falls into chaos, the archdemon of the abyss shall rise from the earth. The archdemon shall devour the land, turning souls into wandering flames. And these wandering flames shall feed the beast and return to darkness. A story ends. Another begins. Wandering flames, I see you found your home.
Spooky, spooky. Sorry, need a second to process all that. Ooh, another cutscene. That boat is gonna run ashore at that rate. That's a galleon. That thing's not just gonna casually...
What the? Tadori, what's going on here?
Homing instinct. Yes. It seems they have found the place they belong.
Is that a good thing? I don't think that's a good
Homing
thing.
instinct. It can't be.
Oh boy. Ooh, a new crater's been formed. Oh, baby. What are we about to witness?
Run! Retreat!
Oh.
How can we? It's impossible.
Oh my god, is that the new boat?
Admiral Gallius!
They've done it. They've actually done it.
Come on, Gallius! Be the boss you were born to be!
Look at the size of it! Hard port! Hard port!
What is he going to do?
Now, full speed ahead!
Oh my god, they're gonna ram it, aren't they? Oh, he's got rocks. Let's go.
Dragonators! Number 1! Number 2!
Let's go, baby!
Yes.
Doesn't mean nothing to this thing. He's just gonna tear it out of his system like it's nothing.
Want some more? Number 3, full reverse. Lower the stern. Full reverse. Lower the stern. Fire!
Let's go, baby! Fuck yes! Oh, I live for moments like this. Fuck.
Oh yeah!
That dude is definitely crawling out of that hole again. I refuse. That boy ain't dead. He's definitely only wounded. But still, fuck yes! I love cinematic moments like that. God damn it. Ah! Good to see you safe, Admiral. So that's the hunting ship you built in the capital? Yes. Thanks to the people of Komora, we were able to make it in time. We appreciate the assistance, Admiral, but I'm completely confused. What on earth was that? The archdemon of the abyss. We talked about it before, right? The demon that rises up from underground to destroy us all. So it's not a fairy tale? Ages ago, people in the kingdom reported a ferocious bellowing coming from beneath them. That's where the story started. Back when the Admiral was a boy, his home, the place we call the Citadel today, was attacked by Malzeno. People heard that those same bellowing sounds then too, right, Admiral? Rising up from the bowels of the earth? As the rumbling proceeded, Malzeno circled around as if circled above, as if waiting for something. No link was proven, but in my mind, I was sure the archdemon was real, and that's when that it was connected to Malzeno. So when I became Admiral, I told Her Majesty and Bahari, and I ordered the ship's construction. And you've been proven right this time. The archdemon of the abyss finally surfaced. Is that the Curio's new home? More like true host. This latest incident has answered a lot of questions. To start with, the mysterious craters, they weren't made by Malzeno at all. They were made by the archdemon. When Malzeno, the elder dragon ruler, the elder dragon ruler of the kingdom, gets a whiff of something invading its territory, it goes to check it out. It was all a gigantic turf war, basically. One that the rest of us got dragged into, but they didn't fight it out right away. The archdemons never surfaced before us, so we all assumed the craters were Malzeno's doing. But come on, look at the size of them. I see. Then the Curio were the archdemon's parting shot against Malzeno. They were left to feed on the surface before returning to their true host. Right. Now it's gotten all the energy from the Curio, so there's no telling how powerful it is now. The kingdom's never had a threat. The kingdom's never been a threat. I mean, it's nearly wiped it out twice, and now it's the number one enemy. Now its number one enemy is out of the picture. All our ship, all our new ship did was buy us some time. If that thing surfaces, we're toast. We mustn't give in to fear. With my help, haven't we overcome impossible odds already? Just as Komora has too. We need you to stoke the flames of your fighting spirit once more and help save the kingdom. The guild has informed us that they have given the archdemon the name of Guys Magorn? Guys Magorn? I can't read that. Whatever. With your help, we'll lay this devil to rest. I've seen the Cavaliers. I've sent the Cavaliers ahead to probe the area. Once there, they will serve as leeway as those of us on the surface. Or liaisons, sorry. Before that fiend finds its way back to the surface, we must take the ship to the crater and finish it. Let's move. This time, for the last time, we'll destroy the dark evil under our feet and let light fill the kingdom once more. Very frickin' Kingdom Heartsy. But also, hell yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks, I guess. I don't know what that's for, but I have it now. I like this guy. They built that ship. Yeah, I'm sure you made that, Syrinx. Absolutely certain. Why is the Admiral such a Chad? Dude, when I first saw the Admiral, I was just like, fuck yes, this guy. Like, I don't know how amazing this guy's gonna be, but he's gonna play some major part that's gonna be just amazing. And lo and behold, we get this cutscene and you're just like, yes!
Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah, I'll look at it in 1 second, darn sorry. The demon, a fairy tale behind it all, but the story goes that when people's hearts are filled with darkness, it will surface to you of all the knights, all the research teams, everyone who works so hard to protect the kingdom. None of their hearts are filled with darkness. None could be further from the truth. The kingdom has faith in you. The Cavaliers, after the Archdemon, will be responsible as liaison with the surface, so focus on your battle. I have faith in you. I know you will fulfill your duties. I'll be waiting here for your safe return.
Special quest for you. Here's the list.
Oh, we just immediately fight him next? Oh, good lord.
I look forward to your
That
return.
is probably going to suck. And yeet. Nice, Dorn. Nice. The clean hit. The clean hit and takedown. Oh, cool. I was gifted a tier 1's gift sub for Martyr. Yay. Always nice to just randomly get a gift sub. Let me pull back up here. All right. Oh, do I really want to dive right into that other boy? I'm probably going to get crushed by him. Oh, I won't be able to fight with that. No, no. All right, give it to me straight, boys and girls. How bad is the Archdemon?
How are things?
Especially solo. Is he a pain in the ass? Is he a semi-pain in the ass? Or is this like, yeah, be prepared to like have to give this a go or two?
Let's get you fixed up then, shall we?
Ooh. That's a nice looking suit of armor. Wait, and it's... That armor seems so weird to be for... Yeah, for the bow guns. Like, this seems like such a front lines fighter.
I have been wanting to be a blacksmith ever since I was little. Guess you could say I'm something of an expert at this point. Don't worry about your gear. I grip this here hammer with confidence.
All right. Demon is scary. Oh boy. And as it's already been established, I'm not very good at this game, so this is probably going to be a rough ride. Oh my goodness, I made a goof. It's not even important, but it has to be done for me internally.
Please select the quest that best suits you.
Look at him though, he's so scary. His art says he's scary.
Take care.
You think I'm going to be able to do it, Curly? I don't know. I think I'm about to get my butt rocked. You sure can. I appreciate your confidence, but I don't share it. But I'll try. You know, that's the name of the game after all. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put the ticket. Oh, that's going to be even rougher. I don't have Moxie. I don't have defense. Ooh, okay. This is going to be a really rough fight then. Here we go. The Yawning Abyss.
That so many find their faith here is nothing but an evil fate. They come rushing here in a desperate attempt to survive. Both beast and man have more in common than they think. From the depth, its voice can be heard. The time has come. From the depth it beckons, come to me. As it feeds on stolen life, its power grows ever stronger. Until it finally reveals itself.
Oh boy. Now that I've got a good look at him, I'm even more uncomfortable.
Let us shear through this inky sun and bring light to the kingdom. Monsters wouldn't dare pick a fight.
Wouldn't they, though? We are going Pacific Rim now. That's what I'm suspecting. Oh, we got them over there. I didn't even drink my drugs. Oh, I'm so stupid. I am so unprepared. The Dragonator signal, which we can't use that yet. Oh, good lord, he's huge!
Royal pain, courtesy of a royal knight. Wait.
Oh, good lord! I'm not sure if this is final boss Dorn, but he definitely has a feel of it. Not exactly, Curly, but all right. Oh, he also turns around relatively fast, even for being slow. Tail! Oh. It's a bomb! And I couldn't get away from it. We'll see how this goes. There might be an attempt or two involved in this. Let's at least actually take the drugs this time. I didn't know that boy was just laying around. I need to look at my environment more often. My boy! My little turtle boy! Little health boy. Anything else that I'm being gifted right now? Okay. Well, that's rude. I don't know what he's gonna do. Oh, good lord. Are you winning some Hey Chocolate Disco? No. But... Oh god. Oh god. Oh, I don't want to be here. Is he about to one-shot me? He's not. That's at least something. The signal is unlocked.
Great.
Oh!
We owe it to them to return alive.
Oh, I should be hitting the other hands. I think they're weak spots. Yes, yes, I'm keeping an eye on its movements. Thank you. Oh, okay. Oh, good lord. Oh! Oh, shit. Okay, I got lightly stomped. Lightly stomped is better than fully stomped. Come on, come on, come on. There.
Relying on Curio. What a pathetic creature.
Not what I meant to do. Ah! Rock incoming. Hey, Mandalorian. Sorry, I can't talk a whole lot. This is a very intense fight at the moment. Oh boy, what attack is that? Blech! But glad you got access to it. Gets a gift sub. I presume it was from Dorn.
I thrive on the battlefield.
There's a new Thor movie? I am not aware of this, but I hope it's enjoyable. No, no, no. Oh wait, I should be definitely aiming for his head.
Royal pain, courtesy of a royal knight.
Eat stabs, nerd.
This is what being a royal knight is all about.
Grrr, I'm a big scary monster.
I'll show you what I'm really proud of. There was never
And this one, Thor takes a part-time job because Disney wasn't paying enough anymore. Oof. What a weird meta story. Ugh. Oh god, I don't feel safe here. Are they back? No. No, I remember. Hold on, the name sounds familiar. I don't really know anything about it, but I hope you enjoy Hope you enjoy your movie watching experience. No, no, not this again. Gosh dang it. I also need to sharpen. Okay, I have a little bit of time to sharpen. Oh, this is bad. Why did I do this? No, get out. Stupid. You stupid. Whew. Okay, managed to dodge most of the damage. I want to get back to that signal. There was a time. Fire away. Oh no. Oh, hell yes. Oh, eat those Dragonators, you big fuck. Oh god, is he about to go into stage 2? Oh, it's another one of these. Man, this is just rude. We're just rudifying him right now.
It's still alive. Get down there and give it all you got.
Oh god. This is stage 2. Yep, it's stage 2. Alright, let's go.
It's getting angry. Archdemon of the abyss, you don't belong under the sun's rays.
Oh. It's become even more devilish, has it now? The Fiend. Oh god. No! You know, I'll eat. Nope, not the button I meant to hit. Well. Whoops. I saw green. I went for green. Well, I can at least top up my potions. But we're going right back in again. Because he's not dead yet. Alright, big guy. He loves doing that sweeping thing, doesn't he? Oh boy. Oh, okay. Luckily it didn't hit that hard. Ooh, but he's about to do something else. What the fuck is that? Oh my god!
I need some time to recuperate.
No! Theo! I can't do this without you! Ugh. Is there a way for me to help her up? Oh no.
I am in your debt.
Ow. No. just looking right at me with whatever the hell that is. Oh, oh, oh. Dang it. Ooh, don't want to be anywhere near that. Attach me to that foot for a second. Hope that's a good idea. Oh shit, what? Alright, fucking let's go. Each sword in the eye? In the eye, yes. Oh shit, I broke his face. Scary noise. Let's go, boys and girls. Please. Please. Come on, bring him down. I want to watch this bitch fall. I'm gonna be the frickin' what's the term I'm thinking of? Oh. Hi. Bye. So we didn't do enough damage to take him down, I see. And this is my last chance, so that's brutal. Also, Sophia, why did you stop shooting? We only needed a couple more shots. Come on now. If she hadn't stopped shooting, we might have probably taken him down. All right, big boy. Come on. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, damn it. I'm holding. I don't know if holding's the right thing to do, though, lady. Oh, he's about to body slam. Ugh. Ooh, almost did it again. Oh, hello. Come on, pick up the mud. Hey, Spectre. Sorry, I'm gonna be a little bit quiet. I've got one chance left with this guy, and I'm doing my dangdest at the moment to stay on the focus. Oh God, he's begun his climb. All right, no failing this time. Okay, one down. 2 down. Come on. Why did you quit on me, gal? Oh, it's over! Goodbye, world. We did our dangdest. I guess it just can't be done single player, or I'm just bad. You know, one of the two. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh! I don't know how close I can get to those. Ah! Oh god, he's just leaving them. Oh, no, no! Ah, no, 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 no! Oh, I'm none of my healing potions.
This should do the trick. What an inspiration to witness your fierce fighting spirit.
What are you talking about, lady? I'm in a perpetual state of panic right now. There's no fierceness here. This is pure fight or flight. Oh no. Oh, I've made a terrible mistake, haven't I? Ugh. Oh, no! No! Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. This is bad for my heart. Now what are you doing? Now what, huh? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, hell yeah, let's go, lady!
Clouds will part, the stars will shine, everlasting shadow be gone.
What a fucking god. How are you inspired by me? Look what you just did, lady! Take account of your own stock! Appreciate who you are! Oh boy. Wait, did I accidentally just... Oh, oh, Ugh. No! Bad puppy. Bad, bad, bad. Oh.
I'd be proud to heal you.
Oh god, I need to gulp freaking healing items so bad right now. Oh, okay, that wasn't too bad. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hey, I'll stick behind this hand. Hopefully this isn't a... I'm very uncomfortable right now, if you haven't noticed yet. Oh, this is the Orbeez. Oh, I don't want to be anywhere near Orbeez. Orbeez are bad. Oh, hello there. Ugh. I'm near a lot of orbs. I don't want to be here. I've got no pondering to do, you damn monster. He's in blue. There's hope. No. 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 Please. Not like this again. Not like this again. Blaze, where the fuck are you? Okay. I want that thing before we dive back into this. Probably a good idea I wasn't near there. All right. Let's go. No! Theo, you've literally been single-handedly carrying this fight right now, and you're an AI! Please, 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 please.
You have my thanks.
Ah! Oh, good lord! Oh, fucking superhero, thank you! Oh god, what's it doing now? Okay. It's doing it again. Ooh, okay. Not too hard of a hit. I'm gonna have to switch to like some other heals though. Just in case. Oh, that's a tail swipe. Oh no. No, no. 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 Oh, I'm underneath the one. Okay. Attach. Okay, I didn't attach, but hopefully I'll still be able to hit with the damage. I took him down! Yes! Oh, holy fuck. Good fucking bye, you fucking pain in the ass. Bigger they are, harder they fall. Other commentaries of the sort. My hands are shaking right now. Holy shit. Oh, thank you everybody for your patience while I dealt with this. I'm sorry if I missed any messages. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Make me proud.
Yeah, once I figured out he was there, I was trying to get access to him, and then he jumped at me, so I was just like, alright, fine, I won't touch the lantern bug. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
Quest complete.
Sorry, I just need a second to catch my breath. I don't think I was breathing too much during that. Ugh. Cutscene. Yes. My favorite.
Yes. What are they doing?
Oh no. Oh.
Without their host, it's all over. One story ends, another begins. Where is the place of our return?
Is he gonna make it? Or is he just gonna...
It's an old song from the kingdom. It's as if all of this was foretold long ago.
Oh, there you go. There's a takedown right there. Just with the big old explosion. Oh, and I got his freaking dragon spire. Or his sphere. Or spire? I don't know how the heck you would even say that. New cards, new things. The Royal Declaration of Gratitude. That's pretty nice. It's just a declaration of gratitude, but it's royal. Even got the rare drop? Hell yeah! Thanks, Vitrify. And thank you, everybody, for your patience. Oh, wow. That was actually freaking final boss. I presume there's still some other monsters that we have to beat up later, but still.
It's so quiet. It's good to see things return to normal. Elgato's lights. They're all out.
Oh, could you imagine going back and they're all dead? Just like, oh no. And let me guess, light. The celebratory welcome home moment. Yep, they're all out in their little boats.
The story has ended. And we're home.
I mean, that's your home, not my home. My home is Kimura. Hell yeah. Even if that was all the content for the expansion, I think it was a pretty solid expansion so far. I've had fun with it. You always forget just what a ridiculous amount of people it actually takes to make something like this. You know what I mean? It's always when you watch the credits where you're just like, oh, that's right. This takes like a studio to get to the polished level that you're at when it's like this. There we go. The guy on the right, naturally the true hero of this game. The real champion. Sorry, just gulping some water for a little bit. And yes, Dorn, obviously. Oh, everybody's there. There you go. All the major characters, at least. None of the non-major characters, you know, they're not important. They can sit this one out. I don't even know if the cooks were there, or the cat cooks were there or not, but... Party time? Yeah, I feel like this should be more celebratory rather than this, like, almost, like, somber, I suppose, music. Like, there's some celebratoriness feel to it, but... Oh, you can see the seam on her face a little bit. Hey, action points. Well, I beat it in the sense of I think I beat the storyline. But there's still stuff that happens after this. That's how Monster Hunter be. There'll still be a bunch of master rank content that I'll have to fight my way through. But yeah, the story I believe I just beat. I was about to say, like, Curly and Vitrify and Lonesome, they can probably attest to that. Just in case I'm full of lies. There you go, there's the 3 big heroes. The me, the Fugan, and the Chad. Ugh. As much as I feel bad for shooing away Avatar, I'm also kind of glad I did, because I wouldn't want this stuff to be spoiled for him. Also, hey TK, how's it going? They will have updates for the roadmap in the future. Yeah, if I recall correctly, there's actually quite a bit of content coming down the pipeline throughout the rest of this year. Like a pretty decent amount, like 2 monsters every couple of months or something. Or new monsters, rather. I don't know if there's any, like, Apex stuff that's in here yet, but I presume there is. I would be shocked if they hadn't, I'd be shocked if they didn't, put, like, some hard content into this for, like, the, you know, for the more hardcore players. Or for the friends of hardcore players. I know Kaju's eventually gonna drag me to... He's gonna drag me to some of the harder stuff. He's like, hey, do you want to fight some advanced, you know, insert scary monster here? And it's like, I don't know if I do, but I guess. Because that's how it is. Yuri, there's literally like only 3... There's 3 types of players in this game. There's casuals, there's hardcore, and there's the casuals that are friends with hardcore. So they're like kind of like medium core. Just because of the fact that their freaking buds are going to drag them to the more difficult stuff. Oh, I do gotta say though, those last 2 missions, cinematically, were very, very nice. Like, the music was really good, the cinematography was really good, the ambience was really good. Like, the cutscenes were really good. Like, it was just, how to say, like, compared to Rise's story, like, I would say this one was a lot more, like, high, like, almost like borderline high fantasy. You know, like, very, What's the term I'm thinking of here? Borderline over the top. Like, you know, like it's high epic kind of feel where it's just like, you know, like the big moments that just are designed to make you get like pumped. Just like, fuck yeah, like I'm in it to win it. He does ultimate and fight. Yeah, I know. Him and his guild are crazy. Yeah, that's a decent word for it as well, operator. Just like it does a good job of like making you get pumped for the next thing that's happening. But also, operator, how are you? How was the rest of your Grounded stream? Hope it was fun. Hope you had a good time. Hope you didn't fight any more spiders, cause bleh. Excuse me. Grounded was good. It went well. Yeah, that sounds about right. You didn't have a very good night's sleep yesterday, or the last night, as I recall correctly. So yeah, I'd say go take a nap. Get yourself relaxed. Get nice and chilled out. Get some bonus rest. Always a helpful thing to do. Ugh, now I can't stop yawning because it's like post the big dramatic moment. So now there's kind of like my brain's just like, oh, I've been so full of dopamine and now there's not a lot of dopamine coming in, so we're gonna, you know, shut down a little bit. And it's just like, no, we have to keep going. There's more things. There's more monsters to bonk. There's a whole set that we still need to build. This reminds me of Dark Cloud a little bit in terms of music. Thank you for playing. Thank you for making the game. Outstanding work. Thanks to your help, the threat of the kingdom is no more. I want to express my gratitude too. I'm quite sure that without you, we wouldn't have made it this far. Madam, you threw yourself like 40 feet into the air and just hurled yourself at a thing called an archdemon. I think you were going to be fine. We would have never made it this far. They've completely lost their host now. They'll slowly die out, or they should at least. Not overly convincing, Bahari. But they're real pests, those. I just don't even want to say the name because it takes me like 5 seconds to process how to say it every time, even though I keep reading the darn word. We can't rest until the threat is completely eliminated. Agreed. I mean, they sucked the life out of that Anjanath. I guess it was some kind of homing instinct kicking in to make them so aggressive, but it could happen again. I hear that all's quiet in Kamora. So I'll ask you to stay here in the Elgado, if you don't mind. I ask the same. Nothing would give me greater reassurance than having your skills to fall back on. You'll stay? Wow, I didn't get a choice in this case. You'll stay? Wonderful. We're deeply indebted to you. Vitrify, please. Half the time during that freaking archdemon fight, I was just panickingly running around and just hoping for the best. I believe Chichai has new quests that need your attention. Don't worry. We'll keep a watch over the red flying things. Ah! Bells, please! Violence! And with Team Elgato, the kingdom has never been safer. I agree. We did good. Good job, chat. You guys carried it. Oh yeah, I have to do all the side stuff still too. I have so much stuff that still needs to be done. Can you spare a moment? I've received a message. Come here sometime.
Thank you for stopping by.
The kingdom is saved. The kingdom is saved. Ahem. As Princess of the Kingdom and on behalf of Her Majesty, I thank you. You have fulfilled your duty. Okay, that's enough of the princess official business stuff. Now, I can go back to my quest administration duties. Oh, and I have some great news. You've unlocked your master rank cap. Congratulations. The cap is now 10. It works the same as hunter ranks. Complete more quests and your rank will increase. As you continue to soar... I'm not reading all of that. So continue to soar. We are all very excited to see what you'll achieve next.
Talk again soon.
So we have to reach monster rank 10. And according to Vitrify, from this point on, we're basically just going to skyrocket upwards, if I recall correctly. Oh. Oh, that's really kind of you, but I shouldn't.
Hi, and welcome to my shop. Okay then.
Oh, we're in another. There's another stage of the melting pot, or the melding pot, rather.
I'm having a sale today.
What is this? What's so special about this? Oh, they have to be a certain rarity. That's not what I meant. I meant to do that. Oh, it does actually perfectly.
Okay then.
Does anybody know what this does? The MP accelerant? I don't know what that does specifically. And I know that I have one, and I don't know if it's hard to get them and all that other shenanigans. Vitrifier Curly, I would greatly appreciate if you could kind of explain what this is. I get that I have 12. Sorry, I misread that. But, like, I don't know what they do. Oh, I'm an idiot. It says on the screen. Sorry, it means that they immediately show up. Finish a meld immediately. I wonder what it's like being smart.
You like to try your luck. Not bad at all.
Come on. Silver mode. Now give me things. Golds. I can accept
Look
that.
at all those points.
You could get it. You can get it in the backdoor deals?
Thank
I mean, I've already been doing the backdoor deals. I don't have the third thing unlocked, though, so... Oh my goodness. Let me talk to the peeps and let me make sure that all the things are done. Are you winning, Pom Pom Girl? Yeah, I actually just beat the story of the game. You just missed it. We just finished it. Grand Program Scouts. Summary is more dangerous than normal. Cause more monsters to appear with a greater chance to make the monster material. Give it a chance. I have no idea what any of that is, and I'm just not even going to try right now. Rare items. Purchase. The Abyss. And I agree with you, Curly. I just don't actually know what the thing is that I need to do. A locked treasure chest. Cool, I guess. I'm sure it's somewhere in here. Oh my goodness, yes, that's right. I need to talk to you as well.
Hey, good to see ya.
Oh, give me a few pointers. Let me forge even more decorations for you. Take your pick. Oh no. Yeah, I'll take a peek at it in a second, Curly. Sorry, I just want to get this figured out because I apparently have new things. Cool, I have a flying one and a Blade Master one. And that's it. Or is it this? Oh, it's this. Oh yeah, the Doot range. If anybody wasn't aware of this little madness of a trinket. The Doot range gem. It increases the performance range when you use performances for the hunting horn. It's literally called Doot. I am unsure of how to feel about it. There's actually a lot of these. I should look into these at some point. But yes, let's take a look at that. Side quests. I have lots of them. It's definitely not that one. It's definitely not that one. I think I found it. Curly, I think I found which one it was. I don't know what stone roses are, though, or where to find them. Need to go to the desert map. Okay. That seems easy enough. But I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break. I'm going to play a little bit longer than usual because I want to do like 1 or 2 more missions just for fun. Ah, I see. I appreciate this, by the way, Curly. But I will be back in a moment. Just going to set this up right now. Specifically here. You said specifically the plains. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes. Again, same as before. If you have a second, get up and stretch. Grab yourself something to eat. Grab yourself something to drink. Take care of yourselves because that's a good thing to do. I'll be back soon. BRB. And we're back. I don't know how long that took, because I forgot to put a timer down. I presume it was less than 5 minutes, but I can't say confidently. Thank you very much, Cooley. I hope that everybody took a second to breathe, do their own thing, have a good time, ate something delicious like chocolate, like I did. Because I'm a sweet-toothed boy who likes his chocolate. I will not be silenced for this. Thank you, Bells. I appreciate it. I don't know why I'm taking this. I'm pretty sure I'm literally just going to be running around gathering stuff. Whee! Alright, hold on. I quickly looked up, where are they? A thing. Because I figured that would just be the easiest thing to do. I realized I was probably just standing on top of one just now. Because one of them is over here. Yeah, there it is. The desert rose. There we go. That's already 2 of them. Easy. And the last one that I'm looking for is over there. Okay. Let's see. Do I have another one? Yes. Okay. Dog, up here. Thank you. I'm actually, like, excited right now, because, like, the story's over, but, like, this game is still very... I don't know. I don't know why this game has such a strange pull on me, but I like the challenge and, like, a lot of things you can beat even if you're not the most, like, competent player. Like, there is some skill involved, obviously. It would be madness to say that there wasn't. Okay, I think you're around here somewhere. Or are you up there? Oh, you're up there. But I don't know, like, I know that I'm not one of, like, the most amazing, like, players out there. Like, I try to put my best foot forward, but I know that I can make quite a number of mistakes that probably annoy the shit out of people who are better than me. That wasn't what I needed, was it? I needed the stone roses. I don't think... Or am I already done? Wait. Side quest. Request. Oh! We did it! Bells, please. It is absolutely a reasonable thing to look at yourself from a strategic perspective. Or, like, from a neutral perspective. You're allowed to do that. I'm allowed to do that. You can't stop me from being allowed to do that. You can be violent all you want, but you can't stop me. I can't be stopped. It's impossible. Unlurk. Welcome back, not the big boss. Dope. And Submarine 3. We did it!
Let us trade.
Oh god, I don't know what the heck to send you. What did you just remember? What's going on, Bells? You remembered something. Story time now, please and thank you. Oh, that's right! Good call. I have no idea what to take along for this. God bugs? Madam, please, I'm attempting to figure out what the heck to do. go with God bugs for now, I guess.
I look forward to your continued patronage. Let's go.
And then they died. Oh, didn't mean to have a conversation with you. Sorry about that. This must be very awkward. So let's see. Story. So, up until yesterday, I have not been able to hear out of my left ear for about 4 or 5 days. So that was fun. I was taking a shower at this point, basically a week ago. And I was kind of like tilting my head to one side, and some water got into my ear, surprise, because of shower. And then all of a sudden I heard the, you know, like you get the little like bubble sound of the water going into your ears as it pushes the rest of the air out. And I'm just like, whatever. And then like I kind of tilted my head to get the water out of there, and it didn't want to come out. And I was just like, I'll get it, you know, like when I'm done showering. So I get out, I dry off, and I still have that like water feeling in my ear, you know, like everything is kind of like muffled. It sounds like somebody's talking to you through like a layer of water. So I'm like, odd. So like I'm sitting there like head tilted, tapping against the other side of my head to try and get the water out, and it just wouldn't. And I was just like, fine. So I try a Q-tip, that doesn't help. And then I'm just like, well, fuck, am I just gonna be stuck not being able to hear through this one ear? So basically for the next like 3 days, nothing. Like nothing works. I don't try a whole lot either, mind you. Like try to pour like some like warm water into my ear, like let it kind of sit there, because I presume it's like a wax buildup. So I'm sitting there and, you know, like tilt and do again and tilt, and it's just not working. And like I've got like ADHD, so I'm like the whole time fidgeting with my ear and like, you know, like just like unable to like let it go. And then went to my parents' place, you know, for 2 days. And they're like, oh, well, we have these drops that we had to do, because my dad had this once too. And they're just like, oh, well, we have these drops, and it's supposed to like break down the earwax a little bit, etc. And, you know, like you put it in and then you rinse it out, and that's how it's supposed to be. So like for my dad, it was they did it once and it worked. They did it once for me. Nothing happened. Then they did it again for me the next day. Nothing happened. Then they did it again. Nothing happened. And I'm just like, I'm starting to wonder if maybe I have an ear infection or something. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if this is a bad thing. And I'm just like, so I got back to my apartment again, and my buddy came with me because he stayed here for a day, and then he had to leave earlier today. And then last night, my mom had given me this little, I don't know what the heck you would call it, a pipette. You know, it has like a little pocket of air with a nozzle, and you're supposed to put it in water, push out all the air, and then it sucks in all the water. So she's just like, yeah, just use this. See if this potentially works. So I tried. Nothing happens. I try with slightly hotter water. Nothing happens. I try with really hot water, like to the point where I'm like, this is probably not a good idea what I'm doing right now. Nothing happens. And I just frustratingly am just like drying off my ear and like sitting at my computer, just being like, you know, like, fuck. I can't handle this anymore. So like, you know, my buddy's just like, bud, are you doing okay? I'm just like, the ear thing is just driving me up the wall. And he's just like, oh, I mean, you can just always try again. And like anybody who doesn't like commentary about earwax at this point, like, I apologize, be prepared for that. But finally I'm like, harumph, I'm trying one more time. So I like take some like relatively hot water, I fill the pipette to like its maximum, and I just blast it into my ear. And just this wave of earwax comes out of my ear, like a ridiculous amount. And I'm just like, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, there we go. Hey, 500 rats. A story about me not being able to hear for 4 days and finally figuring out why. And just like a ridiculous amount comes out, like it falls into the sink, and I'm just like, oh, I'm good. I did it. No, the big boss. I clean out my ears fairly regularly, but apparently somehow I've been just slowly having like this big wax buildup that I wasn't aware of. It didn't either. It had like barely any smell to it. But so I'm like, oh shit, that's it. We got it. You know, we got it out. And then I realize I still can't hear shit. Like I'm doing like the, you know, like snapping to one side of my ear, snapping next to my other ear and like hearing it. And I'm like, fuck. How do I approach this? So I'm just like, well, I guess I'll just hope that like there's just some excess water in my ear and I'll just let it be for a bit. So like another like 5-10 minutes go by and I'm just like, okay, the freaking sound still hasn't come back. I'm going to try again. So I do the same thing, just like blast like the water in and just as much earwax comes out. Like it's a stupid amount of earwax. Like I am like, oh my fucking God, what is happening right now? And I still can't hear anything. And then finally, the third time, I do it again, and I feel that weird tickle of, like, water hitting against my eardrum, and the same amount of earwax gets out of my ear. The amount, I shit you not, I'm pretty sure, like, if you were to cut your pinky off from the bottom of the nail to the tip, I'm pretty sure that's about how much earwax I took out in total. Like, half of the first knuckle of my pinky. That's disgusting. Hey, I warned you that it was gonna be unpleasant. And then all of a sudden there was just this moment of like, snap on my right side, snap on my left, and I could hear the snap, and I'm like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, I can hear again. I can hear. So I like ran into the room that my buddy was in. I was like, buddy, I can hear again. He's like, that's great, dude. I'm so happy for you. Like, just like almost no emotion to it. Just like, that's really cool. You're doing great. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, you know, like, good job, buddy. And I'm just like, I feel like you should be more excited about this. And no, not the big boss. It was just my left ear. My right ear is fine. There's nothing wrong with my right ear. My right ear was my freaking, like, reference point for, like, volume levels. That's why I would snap to my right ear and then snap to my left ear to hear the difference in volume. But yeah, there you go. Oh my God, that was a goddamn... Like, I don't understand how that possibly happened. Because I have a pretty decent... Like, I'm relatively relatively hygienic. But that was just like, good Lord, what did I just, like, what happened? How did I fuck up so badly that this happened? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's the story time. Bells, I hope you're happy. And if not, I'm sorry that this is how it happened. Have you seen him play Gunlance? Hey, Scrub Dog. I was just telling them about the ear situation. That was a thrilling story. Well, I'm glad you thought so, because for me it was just an annoyance. Wait, resentment? Oh. This build is basically towards, like... Huh, I see. Same thing happened to a friend of mine. He works in construction, and it speculated that putting in earplugs almost daily for most of his adult life worked a bunch of earplugs back over time. I do actually keep a lot of earplugs in. When I go out, I have, like, quite a bit of, like, social anxiety, so I like to keep earbuds in my ears so that I can't, you know, like, that I have a little bit easier time dealing with the world, because I get... I get like because of my ADHD, I draw in a lot of stimulus. Like I notice a lot of things, I smell a lot of things, I see a lot of things, and that can be like a little bit overwhelming from time to time. So I just like, well, if I reduce how much volume I hear, you know, so that might have had something to do with it. True, your boy smells everything.
I'll be here when you need me.
No commentary on that. Why do I have... I mean, glad I have them, I guess, but I don't want them. But you missed it, Scrum Dog. I beat Sunbreak, which is probably for the better, so that you don't have to be... Oh, good lord. Why would there be a double bezel geese? I can't beat a double bezel geese. They'll kick my ass. Wait, you beat it already? I already put a bunch of hours into it, don't forget, Scrum Dog. I did a 12-hour, you know, that 20-hour stream, which was just pure this game. And it's just the story mode at the moment. It's just the story. From this point on, you know, I gotta reach level 10 master rank. You're only on the Malzeno fight? Hey, that's not bad. 500 rats. Like he's a pretty big pain in the ass to fight. Like he's definitely a challenge. He's a good a roadblock, if you will. You know what? I'm gonna see. I'm gonna be that guy right now, and I'm gonna see if people are doing a double bezel geese, because I think. I can't remember what my original set is. Because I would like to rebuild that set at the end. Equipment layout. Oh no, that's right. It's frickin' Almadron. I don't want to fight an Almadron. Almadron is stinky. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna see what happens. Dang right you are, Scrum Dog, and you're only gonna get further and further the more you go. What rank is the new Elder Dragon? Which Elder Dragon in specifically are you talking about? 500 rats? I presume that's, I guess that's technically that one? Or maybe that one? No, not that one. Oh, that's, post 5. It's technically 6, I suppose. Like, you don't have to be at level 6 yet, but you need to be, you need to be at 5. You need to finish the level 5 stuff. Sorry, I'm a little, brain spaced at the moment because, still a little overwhelmed by what just happened. By beating the frickin' game and all that, and still processing some of the stuff. And also not the big boss. I'm sorry to have potentially caused you an upsetness. Wasn't the intention. Last part of rank 5. There you go. Thank you, Curly. I appreciate you. All right, now we're gonna go do a fight that isn't going to end well. Because I do like bezel geese, but I also know that bezel geese absolutely kicks my butt. Why do I keep doing that? There's nobody else in my game. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Greed, greed, and more greed. Mine, all mine, as it were. You're so funny, Scrum Dog. You're hilarious. Just kidding. Wait. Having said just kidding, now I don't know what I mean by just kidding. What I'm meaning is don't read into the sarcasm. I'm just being a weirdo. Ooh. Alright, we almost have our shenanigans. Then we're gonna go probably get our butts kicked by a bezel geese, but that's okay. We're learning. We're striving to get better every day. Some days we take a step forward, some days we take a step back. Alright, bezel geese. Let's go. Here comes the roar. Not a roar to start with. Ooh. Oh. But he comes out of the gate strong. There's the headbang. No. No, don't roar at me now. I'm working. Excuse me. Ugh. That was just a bad go. Ooh, didn't like that, did ya? Oh no. Oh no! Uh-oh. The heck, is he faster than usual? I feel like he's faster for some reason. Yeah, down you. Whew. Man, I get cocky for a second and totally get smacked for it. All right. Bezel geese, the tiny one. Let's go. We're gonna get him. Oh no. Oh, wow, do those things do a lot of damage. Oh! Oh, I'm okay with this. Murder each other. Oh, the turf war, let's go! Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. There we go. Get him. Oh, that's right. You're not charged up. Damn it. You can't even do your dust right now. Oh, that's an even bigger shame. Because he does the little tail wind up, but it doesn't matter because he can't produce the smoke at the moment. Which is such a shame. Or he can't produce the fire specifically, sorry. And he yeets! Man, I will say though, this is one of the first streams where I actually made a list of things that I wanted to talk about and actually set everything on the list. Normally I make a list of things to talk about and then basically scrap the list shortly afterwards. This time I actually got a chance to talk about everything I wanted to talk about, which... maybe self-improvement? I'm gonna sit in the middle. Oh no, the middle was a bad place to be. Bezel geese v bezel geese? Let's go. Hit the one, you silly sod. Fight back. This yelling shenanigans is not good for you. There we go. All right, let's go. Let's beat this boy up. Let's make a mockery out of him. Now we carpet bomb the heck out of him. Give him the bonk. Give him the flight. Incoming! There you go. When the frickin' two monsters in the field are the ones that you both need to kill, and you just use them against each other. Come on, then. Well, that'll teach me to say come on, then. What about them? 5 button? Or 500? Rats? Nice try, nerd. What about Lunagarin versus Malzeno? Oh, good lord, I'm so bad. Also, actually, out of curiosity, since I didn't get a chance to ask this before, for anybody here who is from the US, how was your 4th of July celebrations? Woo, get out of here. It's like I gotta completely relearn these guys. Ow. No. Okay, good. Oh, the wing. Alright. Nice, and how did that go for 500? Hopefully it went well. Oh, mistakes! Why did I do that? My poor aiming. It's so bad. Secondhand loudness. That sounds about right, pom-pom girl. Most unfortunate. Nearly died, but got to ride both. Hell yeah, dude. Nicely done. Jesus, when he just makes that safety circle and you're just like, can you just not, dude? Coward! Right when we start getting into the swing of things, you run away? But yeah, I heard that the 4th of July can get kind of loud sometimes for you guys, so. For good or for bad. And got them all. Perfect. Saw some fireworks outside my window. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's how it was for Canada Day as well. But I know for some streamers they had to cancel streams specifically because it was getting too noisy. Oh god, what am I doing? I don't have the health for that engagement. Oh, they're just both here now. Oh, wait a second. This is where the Wait, what? Boom! Uh-oh. Well, I cut the tail off at least. Oh, goodness. Everyone is here. It's a party, ladies and gentlemen. Was there a turf war? Yeah, there was a turf war that I didn't see. Now, hopefully, Magnamalo. Ooh, you pain in the ass. You're mountable. You are perfect. You will help me do damage to the one that hasn't taken a lot of damage yet. Ooh, can you produce the smokes? You can't yet, not without your tail being lit, so that's a shame. Well, we'll still do a bunch of damage, regardless. Sparky, Sparky, Boom, friends. You're not wrong. All of these guys are very good at, putting out a lot of damage. They just do different damage. Gotta go first. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, Curly, for showing up. I always appreciate you dropping by. Ow. You have yourself a good rest of your day, evening, or night, whatever time it might happen to be for you. Hope to see you again soon. And keep being awesome. Ow. Unlike me. Alright, Bezel Geese. You've been at this shenanigans for too long. I need to go deal with the other Bezel Geese, because they're just kind of sitting there not being dealt with right now. Which is not good, because that means their health could potentially come back. Goodbye. And 1. And 2. Yeah, I was supposed to get a Bezel Geese anyway, apparently. Which is something that I had actually forgotten, so I'm glad that I did that. Alright. I do think that this is going to be our last hunt for tonight, so once we bonk that last Bezel Geese boy, that'll be the end of the stream. I think we put in a pretty decent amount of time today. We beat the game after all. That's pretty neato. Hopefully we'll have somebody fun to raid as well. Always a good time to raid people. Pop in, be like, I brought friends, and they're like, okay. That's it. That's the general summary of how raids work. Anything else is just complicating it. Aw, one of the deer hit me. I was betrayed by the local wildlife. I will never trust nature ever again. Ooh, I should not stand near one of those. Oh, now he's in red hot mode. Oh, when you just miss the poke. That's not good. Just gonna put his head down. Chug-a-lug-a-lug. I still haven't quite figured out the whole, like, I guess the formula is the word that I want to use. For, like, when to end streams. Thank you, Bezel Geese. I was trying to have a conversation with my chat. But I guess I'll die instead. So inconsiderate. Just the most unreasonable boy. But yeah, I like never quite know when you're supposed to like end stream, you know what I mean? Like there's people like Pandemonium who just go on forever. Whereas like for some people like me, like it's about like 3 to 4 hours is kind of like my maximum capability of it before like my energy levels start to go down. But like I've clearly been able to do 20 hours before. Not that it was something that I should do a lot of the time, but it's clearly something that I can do. Ow. Get hooked, you darn crook. Uh-oh. Oh, I'm so bad right now. Alright. You have your little temper tantrum. I'm gonna chug a pot. I'm gonna re-engage. Re-engage, recalibrate. Ooh, wait, what did I break? Doesn't look like I broke anything. Is it his face? Did I break his face? That would be amazing. In terms of healing potential. Looks like I did actually break his face. That's crazy. Just end the stream when you're feeling sick of us bullying you. Easy. Yeah, I haven't really been bullying that much today, Bells. I've been dropping the ball a little bit. You've just been all, don't talk negatively about yourself. Man. You know, that's not bullying. Oh, my bad. It's true. It's been your bad right now. Honestly, I'm a little bit concerned. Bleh. My depth perception is just failing me at the moment. My goodness. Woo. Mistakes. Just see that tail rise and not run away from it for some reason. That's how you do it. When there's an imminent danger, just don't respond to it. Easy. No. No! Okay, he's done bullying me. Now let's finish bullying him. Gonna give him a couple more bonks. Shouldn't have that much energy left. We beat the one pretty easily. Granted, we threw today is definitely not the day that I'm landing my attacks. We got this, though. Oh. Ooh, he's getting tuckered. He's becoming a sleepy boy slowly. I really should be using that ability more often. Cut his tail off. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed. He left again. We almost got him, everybody. He's almost downsies. Dunsies. Dunskies? I put Dunskies and like down at in the same page and will you piece of... Do we need to have a problem? Are you making this a problem? You're not, because you're dead. Pain in the butt. All right. Shock trap and just put this boy to sleep. Nice and easy. Wrap it up quickly. Don't you dare leave. You're about to leave, aren't you? One and two. Thank you for the hydrate, pom-pom girl. I appreciate it. And there you go. We did it. Crushed it. Nailed it. When I got a chat like this, how can I possibly even fail? I can't. That's how. Impossible, as it were. Oh, wow. I went from frickin' 6 to 9. Okay. Ha ha ha. Potentially funny sex number. Ha 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 ha. Okay, so if I do have to do one more fight, I'll be at rank 10. And then I'll be able to do whatever rank 10 is. But we'll leave that for tomorrow, because I'm going to be streaming tomorrow because I missed Tuesday. Where's this blue? Impressive, yeah. Oh, it's an armor design? Is it in here? It's probably a special. I have no idea where I'm supposed to go to find this thing. There's nothing, and I don't know where to look for it. So cool, I guess we're not looking for it. But I am done for the evening, so I'm going to go see. Oh, well, we know who we have to raid. This is an easy guess. This is an easy choice. We don't have problems here. It's Throwback Thursdays with Panda Lynn. So we're going to go say hi to Panda Lynn. I haven't raided her in a very long time, so we're going to raid Panda Lynn. Assuming that my internet doesn't completely crash on me, my goodness. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and raid Panda Lynn. She is a panda-themed VTuber, along with her husband, Saftikuma, who is a talking teddy bear. They are very chill people. They're very nice, so be sure to be nice to them. If you are subscribed, if you feel like it, please use the top raid message. If you are not subscribed, please use the bottom raid message, or use something of your own kind, just as long as it is something friendly, is all I ask. Thank you guys very much for stopping by, whether you were chatting actively in chat, whether you were just lurking, whether you just popped in and out for a second. Know that you are appreciated. I hope that you're having a good day, afternoon, evening. All right. Oh, God, no. Not the big boss, please. Not like this. But I hope that you're having a great day, afternoon, evening, or night. Whatever time it might happen to be for you. I hope that you're taking care of yourselves. I hope that you're drinking plenty of water. And when you finally do sleep, no matter what time that happens to be for you, I hope that you get plenty of rest. You guys are the worst. We're going to go say hi to Panda Lynn. Be nice. And I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow or Saturday, whatever time you guys happen to manage to make it. And if not, I hope you have a great rest of your week. See you guys over there.